Hi, everybody. It's Diane with her glue books. Did you even put them away from that last video, Diane? No, because that was just yesterday. And I had this great idea. And why are you showing us the backs? Because that's a great idea. The backs on both of these need some attention. And since my scrapbook paper scrap box is starting to get a little bulbous, what if I put scrapbook paper scraps on the back? I'm sure that would be acceptable. And you expect us to watch that? Yeah. Apparently I do. I'm going to have to paint in there, which, if I can be so crass, I hate doing. It's such a pain. But, you know, unless this palette isn't too bad, if it would kind of match, I wouldn't have to necessarily paint in there. But I have a feeling she's not going to like that. And I don't want a bunch of like big stuff. Oh, and then she had to fill in a strip. You know what I mean? I don't want that look. So move that over. It's cool, but it doesn't match. Maybe we could say that for the other one. And then the front of this book, I have a feeling if I don't do something to just finish it off, it's never going to get finished off. Does that make any sense? Well, of course, this stands to reason. But I mean, if I don't actually sit down and finish it, it'll just hang around forever because I was waiting for cool phrases to fill in stuff, spaces there, and I haven't come across any for a while, so I'm going to have to just find some. Oh, that's kind of nice there. I like that better. And we have another nice day out there. Somebody sure slipped up somewhere. That's cute. Can you tell what that is? Winnie the Pooh hanging from a balloon. Are you kidding? No. Would I kid about something like that? Well, that could fill in. Yeah, I like this. It's kind of dark. Yep. Ooh, that's cool. Doesn't fit. Yeah, why don't we take some of that? It kind of goes with the patterns there. All right, one little piece, and then we'll see. There's a little gaposis there. I don't know if I can fit it. More of that. Too narrow. Isn't this cool? Is this too mod? We should put it on that. I made myself a mini blank book with that. That would be okay. Okay. Well, really, I think I could leave that cardboard edge. I don't like it, but it is such a pain to paint in there. It gets on the wires, and it's just a big deal. See, there's still paint on these wires from this. We'll see. All right. Well, not quite, almost perfect. Yeah, I'm not gonna like the cardboard on there. What are you gonna do about it, Diane? I don't know. Crap about it. That would help, wouldn't it? Nah. Maybe. This is a greeting card, not scrapbook paper. Cool. Yeah, too dark. That's sort of nice. There's another piece of that. Maybe in there. Okay. Very good. Red. No. No, no red today. Try next Thursday. No, not gonna fit right. No, I don't like the black. Are other people this fussy on the internet? Kind of cool. Das Auto. All right, something in here. Too narrow. Oh, that's okay. Okay. I'll maybe put that up there or something. And then I guess I'll paint this cardboard. Grumble, grumble, grumble. All right, hang on. I'm going to put these together and then we'll come back and discuss the cover of the big one. Okay, hang on. Okay, all glued down. This one is a tad different, mainly because of gapping. I had to add a little in here, and then the cars I put over here instead. And I did paint white on there. Okay, good. This one was okay. I don't think I had to add anything to this one. I just left this. You know, it matches. Who's ever going to see it? Okay. I want to try to see if I can't fill in. Just, there's only a couple gaps, maybe one here, I don't know, here. I pulled my words out. And I'm trying to find just the size more than what it says. And if I can't find anything, I could just fill in with a scrap of a pattern, I think. Sorry, I've got paint on me. Or could paint it in. Paint it in, paint it over, paint it. That's really crooked. Locust buzzing already. I'm surprised it's not that warm. Okay, that's not bad. All right, let's just put that there. Still kind of crooked, Diane. Sorry. What's crooked about it? Oh, probably the whole thing. By the way, could you see that? It says cracking jokes. Well, craft. That would be appropriate, wouldn't it? You know, actually a paint pen would probably be good for this. You'd have more control, wouldn't you? Okay. Is that going to fit there? I should have tried it first, right? Yeah, it does. Get up in there. Okay. All right. Well, is there something really narrow? Well, this says a great benefit to everyone. I think it's too long. If we could just have a great benefit. I'll take a great benefit. Sounds nice and positive, doesn't it? Looks nice and crooked, doesn't it? These are old little snippets out of books and stuff I've saved and copied. Well, a great benefit's too short. A great benefit to everyone is too long. Too long. This is a benefit to no one, okay? Thanks for nothing. Did I already look at this one? No. This is the same thing. Maybe I can. Well, oh, wait a minute. Maybe this is better. No. Okay, maybe Great Delight will fit. Isn't this interesting? Don't answer that. I suppose I could pause. You get the idea, right? Yeah, she's trying to bore everybody. Okay, that's a little short, but that's not too bad. Okay. So my question though is, am I going to cover over this maroon that I don't like? But that would be kind of a big chore to fill in all these little maroon things. But it would probably make it look better, don't you think? I think it would. All right, I'm going to keep playing with little words. I'm going to do something about, I might fill in at least like say where it's really obviously, like that's crooked, it doesn't match, meet. Maybe up here. I might leave the side. I don't know. Think about it. I'll come back in a bit. Hang on. Okay, gang, all done. I did paint white in there. It's just so. And I put Mod Podge on it. I probably, well, I tend to spray it with a spray sealer, but actually it doesn't seem too sticky. That's actually kind of unusual for me. It seems like Mod Podge never dries for me. That's why I seal it. Anyway, so that's good. That's done. Couple tips if you want to do something like this. If you're doing it on a color you don't like, paint it to begin with a color you do like or that'll match, or white or something. Then you don't have to go in with a little brush, and it's very tedious. Also too, there's a little wear. The E's kind of worn off there. Where was there? Something else. I don't know, somewhere. Because I had to seal it for a long time. So don't wait so long to finish your projects. Okay, thanks everybody. Have a good day out there.